Students, today we are going to discuss about damped harmonic motion. Damped harmonic oscillations. In previous class, we discussed about simple harmonic motion. And we know a displacement of simple harmonic motion is given by x equal to a cos of omega t plus phi. Here a is nothing but amplitude is nothing but maximum displacement amplitude, and omega is angular frequency, and omega value is given by 2 pi by t, or omega value is also given in terms of spring constant and mass of the block, that is root k by m, under root of k by m. This simple harmonic motion, in the case of absence of air, we have discussed about idealized case, but today we are going to discuss about damping is present, that is frictional force is present. Damping means frictional force. Damping means air drag, or which is equivalent to opposing force. We call opposing force as frictional force. So here the damping means friction. That is, in this class we are going to take a simple harmonic oscillator like this, that is one end of the rod is attached to a rigid support and this is spring, we know, and I am attaching a block of mass m. It is a block of mass m, right? And this is oscillating in, let this simple harmonic oscillator oscillating in air medium. This is all surrounding medium. So now we have considered air also. So because of the air drag will be there. Air drag is offers some damping to the simple harmonic motion. When you displace the spring, when you displace the object up to this location, when you leave it, this simple harmonic oscillator oscillates up and down to its mean position like this. And because of the air molecules present in the motion of the simple harmonic oscillator, that air molecules opposes the motion of the oscillator, so the oscillations of the simple harmonic oscillator dies out eventually. That means the amplitude or displacement of the harmonic oscillator decreases eventually, and finally the oscillations will die out. That means here in this case, when friction is present, when air drag is present, air drag means damping. When damping is present, both amplitude and energy of the oscillator decreases, and finally the oscillations will die out. So this type of pendulum, this type of pendulum is said to execute damped oscillations. Said to execute damped oscillations. In damped oscillations, when damping is present, that means when air drag is present or damping is present, both amplitude and energy of the oscillator decreases eventually, and finally the oscillations die out. So this type of pendulum is said to execute damped oscillations. Here the damping force or air drag or frictional force, the damping force depends on the nature of the surrounding medium. First point is the damping force depends on the nature of surrounding medium. That is, for example, if surrounding medium is air, the damping is less, and if the surrounding medium is water, the damping is more as compared to air. If the surrounding medium is a thick oil, the damping is very large in the case of thick oil as compared to both water and air. So damping force depends on the nature of the surrounding medium. Second one is nothing but, another property is nothing but, if the block is, just I have explained, if the block is immersed in liquid, the magnitude of damping will be much greater, and the rate of dissipation of energy will be much faster as compared to air, medium. And the damping force is generally proportional to velocity, but opposite in direction. When you are moving on a bicycle, సైకిల్ మీద వెళ్తున్నాం అనుకోండి, సైకిల్ మీద వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు when the speed is like this, the opposing force exerted by air, frictional force, this is opposing force or air drag exerts on us will depend on velocity. If we go with more speed, the opposing force also will be more. So the damping force is generally proportional to velocity but opposite in direction. That is, the direction of air drag will be opposite to motion of the object. Therefore, here I am writing damping force is proportional to velocity. By removing proportionality symbol, we will get some constant b minus bv. Negative sign indicates direction of air drag, opposing force is opposite to velocity, where b is positive constant. We call it as damping constant. It depends on characteristics of the medium, of the medium like viscosity, like viscosity, and also depends on shape and size of the object, shape and size of the object. B depends on nature of the medium or characteristics of the medium like viscosity, and also depends on shape and size of the object. So now, how many forces are acting on this harmonic oscillator? One is spring force, another one is damping force. How many forces? So here on oscillator, how many forces are acting? One is spring force, another one is nothing but force, opposing force due to surrounding medium. That opposing force due to surrounding medium is nothing but damping force. So total force, net force, is equal to spring force plus damping force. So F net is equal to, spring force is nothing but we know it is restoring force, which is equal to minus kx, and damping force is equal to minus bv, minus bv. We know from Newton's second law of motion, from Newton's second law of motion, net force is equal to mass times acceleration. Net force equal to mass times acceleration. I'm substituting net force as mass times acceleration is equal to minus bv minus k into x. So here I am writing m into a is nothing but curvature of position, that means d square by dt square of x is equal to minus b into velocity is nothing but rate of change of position is nothing but velocity minus k into x. This is the equation. Okay, so when you bring this term and this term to left side, they will become positive, and the final equation will become m into d square x by dt square plus b into dx by dt plus kx equal to 0. This is the second order equation for damped harmonic oscillations. Second order equation for second order differential equations. This is second order differential equation. Differential equation. In case of damped oscillations, in case of damping is present, in case of damped oscillations, with solution x equal to a e power minus b by 2m into t and cos of omega dash into t plus phi, where a into this is all nothing but amplitude in the case of damped harmonic oscillations. So amplitude a dash is equal to a e power minus b by 2m into t. This is nothing but amplitude. This is amplitude when damping is present, and omega dash, and omega dash is nothing but angular frequency when damping is present. Angular frequency. So omega dash is equal to under root of k by m minus b square by 4m square. This is an expression for angular frequency in the case of damping is present. If damping is absent, that means if b is equal to 0, that is in the case of undamped oscillations when there is no damping. So in the case of undamped oscillations, when b is equal to 0, the omega dash will become under root of k by m minus 0. That is nothing but omega dash equal to simply root k by m. That means omega. Omega is nothing but angular frequency in case of undamped oscillations. We have discussed already in previous classes. So here angular frequency omega dash angular frequency, omega dash equal to under root of k by m minus b square by 4m square. This is an expression for omega dash. In the case of damped harmonic oscillations, we are going to see three cases. That first case is case 1. In case 1 is nothing but under damped oscillations. Under damped oscillations. This case exists when under damped oscillations. This case exists when b square by 4m square is less than k by m. Is less than k by m. See here, this m and one m get cancels. We will get b square is less than 4mk. So b is less than under root of 4mk in the case of under damped oscillations. So best example for under damped oscillation is simple pendulum suspended in air. And case 2 is critical damped oscillations. Critical damped oscillations comes to existence when b square by 4m square is exactly equal to k by m. So in this case, b is equal to under root of 4mk. So example for this case is ammeter reading and voltmeter reading, that is needles in ammeter and voltmeter. Ammeter and voltmeter execute this type of critical damped oscillations. And case 3 is we have seen about under damped oscillations, and also we have seen about critical damped oscillations. Now we are going to see about over damped oscillations. Damping is over, that means damping is more. Over damped oscillations. In this case, b square by 4m square is greater than k by m. That means b is greater than under root of 4mk. So best example for this case is simple pendulum suspended in thick oil. That is, without any oscillations, the amplitude will become 0. So in this case, strictly there will be no oscillations. In case of over damped oscillations. In this case, okay. So here I am summarizing all three cases here. So for that, I am taking a graph of angular frequency versus time, or simply displacement versus time, or simply displacement versus time. So for first case, under damped oscillations, damping is less. That is, example for that case is simple pendulum suspended in air. When simple pendulum suspended in air, the amplitude decreases slowly. That is, the best example is the amplitude decreases slowly each time, and finally the oscillations will die out. So this is case 1. Okay, and in next case is nothing but critical damped oscillations. In critical damped oscillations, that is, the damping is medium. The best example for critical damped oscillations is needles in ammeter and voltmeter. That is, the damping is more in this case. The damping oscillations will be there, but they die out quickly. So this is an example for case 2. And final case is nothing but over damped oscillations. In case of over damped oscillations, there will be no oscillations approximately. The oscillations will die out eventually. Without making any periodic motion or oscillations, the amplitude will become zero. Suppose when we take a simple pendulum, when it is displaced up to this location, and this simple pendulum is suspended in thick oil, when this is suspended in thick oil, when it is left alone from this location, the simple pendulum slowly comes to mean position, and finally the oscillations, the amplitude will become zero in this case. That means without making any oscillations, the amplitude decreases slowly, it comes to mean position slowly, and finally the amplitude will become zero. That means there will be no oscillations in this case. So here in this damped harmonic oscillations, we got an expression for amplitude. Amplitude A is equal to A dash equal to A e power minus B by 2m into T. And we know in undamped case amplitude is A, but here in the case of damping, the amplitude decreases exponentially with respect to time. Negative sign indicates amplitude decreases exponentially with respect to time. And energy equation is energy E dash equal to half K A dash square. That means half K, here A dash is nothing but A e power minus B by 2m into T whole square. Therefore, we will get energy in damped case E dash is equal to half Ka square into e power minus B by 2m into T whole square means into 2. These 2 and 2 get cancels. Finally, we will get E dash, energy in damped case, is equal to half Ka square is nothing but energy in undamped case, that is E naught into e power minus B by m into T. Okay, this is an expression for energy in case of damped harmonic oscillations, where E naught is equal to energy in undamped case. We know we have derived an expression for this already. E naught is equal to half Ka square. Okay, so here E dash is nothing but, where E dash is nothing but energy in damped harmonic oscillations, in case of damped oscillations. And E naught is equal to half Ka square is nothing but energy in case of undamped oscillations, that is where there is no damping, undamped oscillations. Okay, and we have gotten an expression for amplitude A dash in damped harmonic oscillations equal to A is nothing but amplitude in case of undamped oscillations into e power minus B by 2m into T. Here, when we observe both amplitude and energy, amplitude decreases exponentially. Negative sign indicates decreases exponentially with respect to time. Energy of the simple harmonic oscillator also decreases exponentially with respect to time when damping is present. Now we are going to explain an example in this case. Now I am going to explain example number 8.10. In this case, for the damped oscillator shown in figure 8.19, that we have discussed earlier, the mass of the block is 200 grams. So here mass equal to 200 grams, that is nothing but, when we convert into kilograms, it is 0.2 kg. Okay, and now K value, spring constant K, is equal to 90 newtons per meter. And now, and the damping constant B is B is equal to 40 grams per second. When you convert into kilograms, it is 0.040 kilogram per second. So all three given are in SI system of units. Now the period of oscillations. What is the period of oscillations? In order to find out period of oscillations, in case of undamped case, we can find out period of oscillations equal to 2 pi under root of m by k. We know 2 pi value and m value also given, k value also given. So by substituting these values here, we can get time period for undamped case. But time period for damped case is nothing but T dash is equal to 2 pi by omega dash, where omega dash equal to under root of k by m minus b square by 4m square. Here k value is given, mass is given, b value is given, and 4 is 4, m is also given. From this you can find out omega, calculate omega from this formula and substitute in this expression 2 pi by omega dash. So you will get time period. This is time period of damped oscillations. And second bit is find the time taken for its amplitude of vibrations to drop to half of its initial value. We need to find out the time taken when its amplitude of vibrations to drop to half of its initial value. That means here for the case of B, we know amplitude A dash is equal to A into e power minus b by 2m into t. Here the case is when if A dash is equal to half of its initial amplitude A by 2, what is the time taken to drop the oscillations from initial to half of initial value? What is the time taken? He has asked to find out what is t value here. So in order to find out this t value, we have to substitute a by 2 in the place of a dash. Therefore, I am substituting a by 2 in place of a dash. A by 2 equal to a e power minus b by 2m into t. So here this a and a gets cancelled. So here 1 by 2 is equal to e power minus b by 2m into 2. I am just rearranging the terms here. So when this comes to left side, it will become e power plus b by 2m into t. When this comes to 2 comes to right side, it will become 2. Okay. So now applying logarithm on both sides. Applying logarithm on both sides. Natural logarithm on both sides. So natural logarithm is nothing but we should apply ln here. Okay. So I am applying ln here on both sides. Ln e power b by 2m into t is equal to ln 2. here you can calculate ln2 value using calculator. It is 0.693. Therefore 0.693, ln2 value is 0.693. Therefore ln e power b by 2m into 2 is nothing but ln e is nothing but 1. This all exponential will come to front side. That is b by 2m into t into ln e is equal to 0.693. We know ln e is nothing but natural logarithm of e is equal to 1. E is equal to 1. Therefore, b by 2m into t is equal to 0.693. Here, unknown thing is t. We need to find out this t value here. So, b value is given, 2 is 2, mass is given, 0.693 is known value. So, by substituting b value, m value, you will get time. You will get time to drop the oscillations from original to half of its maximum amplitude. In third case, in C-bit, what is C-bit here? What is the time taken for its mechanical energy to drop to its half of its initial value? We know mechanical energy in the case of damped harmonic oscillations is E dash equal to E naught into e power minus b by m into t. Here the case is when E dash is equal to E naught by 2, what is the time taken? This is the question. So I am substituting E dash as E naught by 2 is equal to E naught into e power minus b by m into t. So here E naught and E naught get cancels. By rearranging the terms, we will get e power b by m into t is equal to 2. Okay, so applying natural logarithm on both sides. Natural logarithm on both sides. So we will get ln e power b by m into t is equal to ln 2. So this is nothing but when this power, in the case of logarithms, this power comes to this side. So b by m into t ln e is equal to ln 2. ln e is equal to ln 2. So here b by m into t, ln e value is nothing but 1, that equal to ln 2 is nothing but 0.693. Therefore t is equal to 0.693 divided by b by m. So here you know b value, m value, so that you can find out time here. So this is the end of this lecture, students. Thank you.